Well, check that out. That's handy. A couple of boards strapped to the roof. A couple of LED lights. And just so you guys can see better, because that great big huge light and that great big huge light over there are old, about 25 years old. One works about halfway and the other one, I don't know, not much at all. Actually, one I think works pretty decent. They just don't give off much light. I'll turn them on. They take about 15 minutes to come on all the way. Maybe not, maybe 10. You can see them. And they don't give off a whole lot of light. Probably would help if I cleaned it, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I have 4 brand new, I think they're hyper lights, LEDs coming. So those are coming down and the new ones are gonna go up. So for now, this is what we had to work with. Jerry rigged it up. What are we gonna do? Let's see. I need to get the alternator off and get it tested. It's not charging the batteries, so while that's coming off, I'm gonna pull those belts and take them to Napa and get 2 new ones. Might as well just replace them. They're pretty rough shape. So I got to get this guard off. It's a 3-piece. This is 1 piece. This is 1 piece, and there's a piece over there. So we'll get that off first. What size is that? 9/16 probably. I'll get that off. We'll loosen this up, take that off, and get at least one of those. I need to try to keep it somewhat usable. Even if that's no good, I can still put it back on so I can move it. Because if you can tell, I've only got one way to get up there and take those lights down. And that's standing on top of this. So kind of use it as a mobile scaffolding, I guess. Hopefully they'll be in Friday. Today is Tuesday. So I need to get some work done on it, and I had to. It's a crappy day. It's raining, snowing, sleeting. It's cold. So another thing I got to do. This isn't going to happen today, but I'm going to have to pull both sides of this track tensioner out and somehow get it apart. But I think these threads, this nut's supposed to thread up on here and kind of collapse this just enough to where you can take those these brackets off. I don't know. It's going to take some doing, probably some heat with the torch and whatever, because this bracket here, if you can see, it's bent. So this has to come off. I'm going to have to replace some parts in there. I'm going to have to heat this with a torch, bend it back, gusset it. I don't know. That's going to be a video all in itself probably. But let's get after this. We'll get you set up here and you can watch some of it. You don't need to see me take all the bolts out of that, I guess. Alright. Let's see. Oh, I got one. I got a new camera. I don't know if you can tell. Be a lot less cell phone videos, probably. Got a new GoPro. They were on sale Black Friday. I said, why not? There's a lot of interest on this old dozer, I guess. A lot of people want to see it. So here you go. I need to get a magnetic. I got magnetic trays. I need to get one out there. One. Alright. I'm gonna assume they're all the same length. Nope, that one's a little shorter underneath there. Alright, on to the other side. There, I saved you the hassle of watching me take bolts out. Let's see. Uh-oh. What was that? I have to watch that back. Did you guys see what that was? No idea. Spacer maybe? Washer? Don't know. Alright, on to the bottom one. Well, bottom side. I am sick and tired of playing games with that bolt. Tried 3/8 impact, ratchet, and it won't budge. 1/2-inch drive. It's either gonna go or it's gonna snap. Let's see if I can hold it. Well, it's out. I can do it without dropping it. I know what fell off of the top one. I never pulled the bolt out before I pulled the bracketry out. Well, this might get interesting. Well, really it doesn't have to come all the way out. It just has to be off of there to get that belt off. I'm just going to pull the alternator. There's a bolt at the bottom of that shroud I can't get to. It's kind of buried in there. So I am going to see if I can get this alternator off. I don't know. I already unhooked the wires. These two went to this. There's a nut underneath, and then this wire is cut. This was on here, and this one was down there, like that. Got those out of the way. Let's. I'm assuming those must be those two red wires or orange or whatever they are. They go straight to the batteries to charge them. Our white one with the stripe on it must go to the gauge. So that's pretty much it coming up, other than the ground wire. Come on. Is it moving at all? It's moving. Ouch. What is it, 14 miles long or what? The hell is that? Whoops, took a dump. Can you see? Is that what fell off from that bracket? What is it? Can't be off from this. Had to. Maybe. There we go. Be a good time to try and clean some of that up, I guess. Really need to get that belly pan out of there. Clean all that crap up. Yeah, the bolt that I'm after is under there. Can you see it? Right there. Stay there. We'll see if we can get it. I'm gonna leave that one for right now. Get this one that's behind here, and then that'll be the last one. Don't lose the bolts. One of these right here. Is that supposed to do that? I don't think so. Right? I mean, how do you fix that? Is there no idea to figure that one out. That one's a little bit loose too. Interesting. Well, we got one of the belts off. So now, if I can get two of those, you can see. I mean, it's not terrible. It really isn't terrible. I'm sure it would last, but I'm already in here messing with it. Might as well just do it, right? For what they cost. Go with that. Now, the starter, didn't rebuild it. When I put the new solenoid, just think for a minute. I put the new solenoid on. It was crappy outside. I wanted to get it inside. I needed to do some stuff with it, and I didn't have the gasket for the starter when I put it back on. So I just threw it on there. Figured I'd just pull it, take the bolts off and pull it back just enough to slide the gasket in and bolt it back together. I got a bag full of goodies. So, yeah, look at that. Oh, that'll make it run better, won't it? What else we got? I have no idea what's in there. What's it say? Sleeve A. I have no clue what that is. Let's open it. Right there. I'm gonna say that's exactly what I need. There's two in there. I'm not sure which one it takes. I might as well just pull the starter right back off because these look a little different. See how that one's got a little cutout in it? Right here. This one do not. I don't think you need both of them, do you? I hope not. I'm gonna record it anyways, even if I don't use it. Somebody might want to watch, I don't know. It's hard to tell what people want to see. And that's all the ground right there. If I can get to it. This old wire, the coating is like brittle. I don't like to move it much because it tends to crack. And then it kind of leaves a bare spot. So I really want to replace it, but I don't know. And that goes straight to the block. This one went to the starter body, to the bottom of the solenoid, and then the ground must be from the battery on the back side of it. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a struggle. Off of there. Alright. These, well, this one wouldn't have had to come off. It'd make more sense to put that one on first. But anyway, let's get this off. Thought I loosened it up. Loosen it. The battery's disconnected, so I'm getting nervous. My arm in the way. Is that better? That one comes out of this harness back here. That's probably, I don't know what that is. Goes to the starter switch maybe? You would think this would be the exciter wire down here. Or maybe that. I don't know. No idea. There we go. Alright. Actually, this big ground cable, I don't know if we can see it when I get it out of there. That big ground cable broke. The end of it came right off of my hand when I was changing this out. So I cleaned it up, soldered it back on. It works pretty good. Those are, let me see, Torx head, or not Torx heads. We use a 12-point socket to get it out of there. What size is it? Can't see. Outside. Where are you? 9/16? Oh no. 5/8 or 11. 5/8. I wonder. Yeah. Alright, there's one more on the back side over there. I'll get it out and then I'll come back when I'm pulling it out. Alright, lost the audio for this section. This is putting the gasket back on for the starter, or putting it on. It was kind of a pain to get it lined up. It's pretty heavy to try and hold, so I grabbed a bar and a brick to hold it up. I just kind of leaned against it so I could get the bolts started. It's a lot heavier than it looks. But once I got it up there, I got those bolts started. I used the impact to just snug it up. Just a 3/8 impact. And then I torqued it down with the socket just to make sure everything was good and tight. And after that, I just hooked the wires back up. Pretty simple. Hot to hot, ground to ground. And that was it. And the audio will be back on in just a few seconds. Alright, it's all cleaned up inside now. That's all cleaned up. I am going to spray a little bit of this spray gasket sealant around here and around one side of the gasket, just so that gasket doesn't come off. I want it to be able to come off between here and there, but I don't want the gasket to fall off here. Probably have to take it back apart. So that's the old, I showed you. Here's the new one. This is old school CAT. It says skittered on it. Gaskets. Maybe I won't spray. Yeah, maybe I will. Alright. This is what I was talking about. See that? See how that one just has holes in it? This one has the studs right on it so they can't fall out. Alright. Good deal. Maybe I won't put any of that spray gasket on it. Boy, you're girthy. Alright, that might stay. Shoot. You gotta put the gasket on the other side too. Oh yeah. That off for a second. Just assuming it's easier to do this all right here than it is up there. Took the top of that off too. Down there. This one over here. You're going up here. forgot to grab the bolt. I wonder if these are holding for right now. The old one had lock washers and regular nuts, but I can find enough of these. Kind of like these better. Keep all these on this side over here, that way if I do get some more, it'll be easier to get this side off there. This is what was on the old one, which it looks better. I think I'm missing two. Well, another brand new filter. I'm saving the other one though. If I ever need it, it hurt to have it, I'll use it. It's not a huge deal. Just happened to see this new old stock for a pretty good price, so I like new old stock stuff. That is done. See if we can get the gasket out of this cover. Wow. Pretty sure that's what CTP. Pretty sure that's what this thing is, right? That's a button, man. Yeah, you're gonna fight every inch of the way, aren't you? This is clearly going to take a while. So. Well, I got it cleaned up. Got the old one out. Put a little bit of this Right Stuff Permatex down in there. Had some sort of glue holding the old one in, so I figured, oh, put a little bit of something that way. When you take it off, it stays. If I can get it in there. Get it down in there, and then we'll put it on. It's a bit long. I wonder if it went the other way. No. Let me something flatter. Put it on there. You know what? I might as well. good enough. Alright. That's done. Alright, so that's done. What else do we need to do? I think that's going to be it for today. It's nice. I think it's solid glass. I don't know. Feels like it. It's see what it looks like with the glass on there. Awesome. Yeah, it works. It's a little bright in here, but awesome. One more thing checked off the list. Not that I really needed it. Look what just showed up. Let's see what we got. Brand new. Good, we'll get that put on. Actually, I'll get the pulley off from the old one, put on the new one, and I'm going to reuse the old belts for now. It's a week before the other two will be here. There's only about 8 belts in the whole entire United States of America that'll fit it, I guess. So we gotta wait for those. So I'm just gonna throw the new one on, tension it up so I can move it around because my lights came in for the shop. So I'm gonna use this dozer to use it for scaffolding, get those lights down and the new ones in. Let's go, and I got that. Finally got that wire on there. Just gotta grab some bigger flat washers. Just don't like how those holes are. Get that tightened down. If the glow plugs come in the mail, I'll put those on too. The mail isn't here yet, so if not, then they'll go on next week's video. Definitely gonna put the alternator on and possibly those, and that's it. I'm gonna dig all this dirt and leaves and crap out of here too, and you're not gonna watch me do that. I'm gonna use a little garden scoop and get all I can get because I got to take the torches to those bolts. I might do that in this video, try to, and see what happens, but we'll see. I want to get all that out of there so it doesn't catch on fire or whatever. Alright, let's get the pulley on this. Well, someone forgot to hit record. Point fingers, but I didn't get very far. I got the get the pulley off. He didn't miss anything. Didn't miss anything there either. This one doesn't look that old. It's the exact same one. It's kind of concerning, really. I mean, I guess it does look a little, I don't know. Oh, look at that. Already got one on it. Good deal. Well, I'm keeping that. Yeah. Alright. This should be pretty straightforward. Line up the keyway. Slide it on. look at you. Guess it's not so straightforward, is it? Oh, there it goes. Good deal. I really don't want to set it on all that stuff, just so I can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, that worked well. Just like that's probably not going to work very well. My impact sounds like crap too. I've been beating it pretty hard. Yep, started nicely. Can you see in there? No, you can't see nothing. Trying to get those belly pan bolts out. Oh, now it doesn't sound too good. I've had this thing a long time, if you can tell, and I wouldn't be afraid to buy another one. It's paid for itself 20 times over, in my opinion. So, well, let me turn that down. Turn it all the way down. Level 1, just because. I don't know. Is it? Level 2. Let me see if there's any torque specs in there. Tighten the pulley nut to 70 to 80 pound-feet. Huh, we can do that. Can't see. Okay, I can see. It's hard to read it. It looks like 70. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. It says 70 to 80. We're going 75. I think we can hold it. It says do not push in while you're tightening it, because you could cause damage. Did this one have that on? Yeah, it did. Yeah. Well. Might have to do this one. There's no way. No. There's no way I can hold that. Well, let me get it on there, and then get the belts on, get it tensioned up, and see if I can hold it that way, and then we'll see if we can torque it down. Alright, the mail came and went. There's no glow plugs, so that'll be next week. The alternator seems to be working. 27.5 volts, I think it was. If that's right, let me know. I have no idea. I'm assuming it is. 12 volts put out, I think 14.5 or 15, so that should be pretty close for 24. What else? Next week is going to be flex drive, input shaft seal for the torque converter. While I'm doing the flex drive, I'm going to do that too. The belly pan's coming off one way or another. Oh, that's getting cleaned up. See, there's a slight right here. This is kind of wet with diesel fuel, so I'm not sure. I think there's a O-ring on this shaft and maybe a gasket back here. I will look that up and see. I might have to order those just so it cleans it up and it's dry. Then this whole entire side will be, knock on wood, oil free, fuel free, nice and dry. And then it'll be on to the other side. I'll have to get gaskets and seals and whatever for the hydraulic pump because that's leaking, and a few other things. There's an oil line, maybe there's an O-ring leaking on that. Just some small stuff over there. Got the lights in finally, so they're gonna go up. I'll get a little video of that. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. There's a lot to do still. Just waiting on parts is the biggest killer. That's it. Thanks for watching.